Good morning, families. Today we're going to talk about what to do when your child is the one who has hit another child, pushed another child, bit another child. This works for all types of things that your child may be experimenting with in the wrong way. The first thing I want us to keep in mind is that children are scientists. They're little scientists and they like to explore things by trial and error, and this also includes social situations. So going through a phase of hitting or biting or any type of violent behavior is in social situations is normal. They do need to experiment with this in one way or another to learn what is right and wrong for our social norms. So what I'm going to talk about is how I react when a child is hit under my care. There's other ways to approach hitting or hurting another child. This is just the way that I like to do it. So the first thing that you need to do is observe. What happened? Why did the child hit? Did somebody take their toy away? Is the child experiencing a heightened level of anxiety or stress? Was that child hit first? We need to look at the whole picture besides just my child hit, that child's bad, and they must be punished. We want to be able to see as much of the story as we possibly can. So after observing, this is when you need to be responsive again. You walk over calmly, because the more you rush over, the more they are going to panic themselves if they are the ones hitting, thinking that they're in trouble or even they're in danger, and this might heighten their anxiety levels even more, which in turn creates more reason to continue hitting or biting or whatever they're doing. The next phrase is very important. I use this every time I witness a child hitting another child. It's, I saw you hit so-and-so. I love you and I will not let you hit somebody else. That hurts. Then I take them by the hand and I remove them from the situation calmly. So I get down on their level and then I talk to them and say things like, you hit so-and-so, this makes them sad. They're crying. It makes you sad. It makes you feel yucky inside. What can we do to make it right? And that is the biggest thing I want to address. Is it is more important for your child to make it right and do an action to reconcile with the other child than to go up to them and just say sorry. I don't think sorry is enough. I think sorry is, I can do whatever I want as long as I say this word. Usually children, think about when you're a kid and you had a sibling and you hit them or whatever, and then they go, sorry. Well, I just think the phrase make it right and having them do an action for another child is just more impactful than them maybe saying a word that they don't even mean or don't even know the meaning of. So what is making it right? Doing an action for another child. This may involve getting some ice, getting a Band-Aid, drawing a picture for that child, fixing something if they broke it, any action that takes that child that hit out of what they technically do want to do or what they want to engage in, and stop what they're doing and fix their mistake, because we all make mistakes and that's okay. We just need to learn how to fix them before we continue on. So once the child is finished making it right, it's important to review to them what is appropriate. So you can say, next time, please use gentle fingers. And for really, really little children and older children too, I like to demonstrate what gentle is, because that is a big word. So sometimes with toddlers, I'll put their fingers on my face and I'll go, gentle fingers. We're going to use our gentle fingers with our friends. This creates a demonstration on what needs to be done, and also it makes it more fun to use gentle fingers because they think it's funny when they're touching you on their cheeks, and then you do it back at them and you make it a little fun game. Let them know if you're out in a social situation like a library or group playtime at somebody's house. Tell them, I love you and I will not let you to continue to hit. If you continue to hit your friends, we will have to leave early. So say you're at a birthday party, just say we'll have to leave early. This is something that you do need to follow through with if this is what you tell them. You don't want to threaten and then not follow through. That's called an empty threat, and then they won't listen to you further in the future. But I think that if they're in a situation where they're hitting over and over again because of their anxieties, then it is appropriate to leave a situation early, no matter what it is, because your child learning to self-regulate their emotions is more important than a party or whatever social situation you're in at the time. That's all I have for now. Please in the comments write down anything specific you want me to address on hitting or hurting others. I know that there's a lot of things that could be talked about on this topic, and it could end up being a super long video. So if you have a specific situation that you want me to address, please write it down or contact me privately, and I don't mind making another video expanding on things that I think need to be expanded on. All right, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye, littles.